Hi there, Joe from Intelligo here. I'm just going to talk through our new studios and how they work, what they can do, hopefully give you a little bit more information. So from going forward, in the agenda, in the event admin, so this is the back end, we now have a new session called Studio Session that you can add to a stage. So what you do is you click on the Studio Session, it's very familiar, it gives you exactly the same information as any other session type. So we're just going to give it a name of Studio Session. You can give it a description, and you need to give it a start and an end time that the studio will be shown live to your audiences. So if I say I'm going to do the 3rd at 12 PM of November, I know this is before, this does not matter at the moment. You can choose a partner, a feedback form, access tags, what stage it's part of, and any speakers. So there we go, I'm going to hit create on there. So we've now got a studio session. Every stage has a studio by default. So the stage is always available to go to. It only ever gets shown to your audience when there is a studio session at the correct time. So there's two ways to get into the studio. You can click on the stage here and go studio, or if you've got permission, when you go to the main event and you go to the stage, you can then click Open Studio. So I'm going to hit Open Studio, and this will take us in. So first of all, it's going to ask us for camera permissions and everything like that. I'm just going to start my OBS so we've got something on there. So I've got camera permissions and everything's working. So this would usually ask for your camera, and your camera would pop up. So I'm now in the studio. On the left, we've got studio messages. These are unique to the studio, so no one else can see them except for whoever's in the studio. Over here, we've got options, and this is options and everything for the studio. I'll go through those in a second. In the middle, we've got this black square here. This is the live output of the studio. So whatever is on here will be shown to the audience if the studio is live on the stage. Below, you've got everyone who is in the studio, including their screen shares. So at the moment, I'm the only one here. And on the right, we've got the standard interact panel. So this will be the stage messages, questions and polls, where you can moderate, and then any of your direct messages. On the right here, we've got some information about the studio. So for one, we have got how many people are in the studio, how many people are watching. We've then got the time, the current time. At the moment, you can see that the studio status is inactive. So you can enable the studio here. By enabling it does not necessarily mean that people can see it. It just means that the studio is enabled and ready to go live when there is a studio session active on the stage. This will show you what session is currently live on the stage at the moment, and this not live will only ever change to live if two things happen. One, the studio is enabled, and two, there is a studio session currently live. So if you see not live, you know that you are safe and you're not live. If you see live, you know that people are watching you. So down the bottom, we've got an option to share your screen, an option to invite users in, and then the device options modal, which pops up where you can choose your microphone and your camera. And then down here, you've got the option to leave the studio. Okay, so here we have got the share your screen button. So if you click that, you can choose the entire screen, window, Chrome tab. So I'm just going to choose that tab for a second. You can now see that that has popped up at the bottom. Here you've got invite user. So all you do is you search for a user. So I'll search for someone here. They pop up, you hit send invitation. They will then get a link to be able to come into the studio. To make the different cameras, screen shares, etc. actually go onto the live canvas, you simply just click them. And once they're clicked, now that is live going out on the studio broadcast. And you simply click another one. This is a screen share, so it will change the layout of how it is. So everyone who's got a camera will be at the bottom, screen share will be up there. So over here we've got the options to edit the studio and all of the different sort of branding So what I've got here, we've got backgrounds, we've got logos, and then the option to show the name tags. So I've already uploaded a background here, and I've uploaded a logo. So all we do is we simply click on the item and it will go live onto the screen. So that is a background. So I can now put my stream on top of that. And while I've got just one camera, so it basically fills the whole thing, if you've got multiple people, you will be able to see the background through that. If I turn my camera off and turn that one off, you can also have a logo. So that will be over the top of everyone, and that will be up in the top left corner. And then the names is fairly simple. You can literally just turn off name tags, which appear at the bottom here. Over here we've got banners. So this is the first banner that's in there by default. So I'm just going to click that, and you'll see that the banner is at the bottom. This will be at the bottom of the entire stream. So if you've got multiple cameras on, everything like that, you always have the banner at the bottom. You can create new banners by literally just typing in the title and the body and hitting create. And then they will all stack up here. So if I just put a second banner here, just like this, and hit create, they will all stack up, and you can literally just click them whenever you need them to go live. When banners go live, it does also remove the name tags, so you can see my name tags on at the moment. If I click that one, it will remove everyone's name tags. So that's just a very quick overview of the new studios for Intelligo. If you've got any questions, please let us know.